Hello, everybody. First of all, do let me know if my voice and my video is clearly visible and audible to you. You can write in the chat box or give me a thumbs up. Okay, Rahul Pallavi is active. Can we have some more people? Great, great, great. So, first of all, welcome to the session and a very warm welcome to all of you present here. We will be starting session in next 1 to 2 minutes. We are waiting for few more people to join. In case if your friends are leaving out or if you want to invite somebody, you are free to invite somebody and go ahead, invite your friends to the session. And we'll start session at 4:07 or 4:08. All right. So let us start with the session. First of all, could you please let me know if you know everything about the session? For an example, the session is going to be on LinkedIn. So are you present on LinkedIn? You can write on the chat box in the chat box if you are active on LinkedIn, you can just write A, and if you're not active, you can write N. Okay, Bibita has written yes, Aditya has written. Okay, I can see a lot of people are very much active on LinkedIn. Pallavi, Ashlisha, Rifat, Pankaj, Akansha. Okay, great. Great. So as we all know, LinkedIn is one of the very important factor to help you grow, help you reach your potential recruiters, to showcase all of your skills that you are learning in the process of your graduation in your college life. So this session will be completely about LinkedIn and also of your personality development. What are some interview questions that you need to prepare? What are some important questions of interviews that are asked by all the recruiters and HRs, and how you can prepare for those? How you can moderate your projects on your resumes, how you can understand if you do not have any prior experience in internships, so how you can get one. So all of these details, all of these minor details will be completely talked in the session, and we have very important guest with us, industrial mentor Shikha Kashyap ma'am. It's ELTA certified trainer who has more than 10 plus years of experience into the domain. So let us welcome Shikha ma'am to the session. Can we have Shikha ma'am? All of the students can either reply with a heart emoticon or thumbs up emoticon. or celebration emoticon so that I can see your presence.
Hi everyone.
Okay, great. Great, great, great. All right. So, Shikha ma'am, I guess you are on mute.
No, no. Can you hear me?
Okay, we can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you completely. All right. So, ma'am, please go ahead with the session. Let us know. Let us, uh, please do provide some insights on the topics.
For sure, for sure. So hi.
Okay. Also, I'm so sorry. I have this one thing to say before we start with the session. If we have any doubts, if any of the students are having any kind of doubts, they can write in the chat box so that we can go through the chat box and it would create a little less disturbance, if that is okay with all. Okay. Yes, ma'am, go ahead, please.
All right. So first of all, very good afternoon to all of you, and I hope you all are doing great. So as Gitika has already introduced the topic, which is personality development and LinkedIn building, I would like to go ahead with this session with certain clarities. We all have a lot of questions about what is personality development, how to build our LinkedIn, right? So I am going to answer each and every question, but I want you to hold your questions till the Q&A session, which we have planned at the end of this particular PPT. So I would answer all your questions, but please hold them till that time. And when we talk about LinkedIn building and personality development, I want to talk about not only some skills, but I want to talk about some attributes that will help you in making a difference with your presence wherever you go. So, with this, let's get started. Okay, so this is a question that almost every student has when they talk about personality development, right? So this is a question for all of you. What is personality for you as a human being? And I would like to see some answers in the chat box. Yes. So, what is personality for you? Yes, I'm waiting for your answers in the chat box. What is personality for you? You can write anything. Okay. An identity. Yes. What else? Just identity? Come on. All the answers are right answers. Come on. Speak up. Okay. It's a combination of qualities and characteristics. Okay. The way we talk and the way we represent ourselves. Yes. Communication. Okay. Something that defines the character of a person. Yes. Your behavior. Yes. Appearance. I would say yes. We're going to talk about it today. What else? Yes. Personality is how someone defines us. Body language. Uh-huh. You know a lot. Dress up. Okay. What else? Collection of interrelated behaviorals. Okay. Okay. That was heavy. Body language. Yourself. All right. So everyone has a beautiful understanding about what is personality. Yes. So today we are going to develop, in this case, we are going to develop your body language, your appearance, your behavior, your communication, your qualities. In nutshell, we are going to talk about all of these things in detail today. So I hope now you are a bit excited about it, a bit excited to learn. Yes? If yes, I would like to see some thumbs up there. Yes? Oh, yes. Okay, just one. Really? We have 71 plus people. Just two, that's it. Come on. Three, that's it. That's it. Okay, now it's working. All right, okay, let's get started. So, before I start today's session, and now I understand your definition of personality, what do you hope to achieve by the end of this session? What do you hope to achieve by the end of this session? Your answers will help me in taking this session forward. So, please go ahead and tell me, what do you think you will learn today? Anything. Come on. I'm waiting. There's no answer in the chat box. Developing personality. Okay, good. Okay, we will talk about profile on LinkedIn. Okay, yes, we will talk about personal branding. Mm-hmm. Nice. What more? To understand ourselves differently. Ah, okay. So there I am. We will discuss all four of them. Let's get started. Okay, so the roadmap of this session is we'll start with self awareness. We'll start with understanding ourselves differently, as written in this chat by Vishal. So we'll talk about it. We will also learn the art of presenting ourselves. Okay, I know my different side, but how I present it, that's another question that so many students have. So we'll talk about it. Then we will talk about some tips to communicate effectively, how you can state your ideas when you are in a meeting, when you are in a group discussion, or even when you are talking to your friends. And then we'll also learn the art of responding to situations. And last but not the least, we'll talk about use of LinkedIn. Okay, so let's begin with self-awareness. So the first question that comes to our mind is, who are you? So who are you? That's a question that so many people have that they want to answer not only in front of the interviewer for the placements, but to their teachers on their first day, or maybe to the other company professionals when they enter their first job in their life. So they want to introduce themselves there. They want to create a personality so that their seniors want to talk to them and want to teach them the new skills at workplace. Do you want such a personality? Yes or no? If yes, please write a Y in the chat box. Simply write a Y in the chat box if yes. We are 73 plus. I'm expecting some more Ys. Come on, guys. Okay. Yes. So let's understand who are you. But before this, let's understand some basic rules of personality development and how it works. So there is this beautiful rule 7, 38, and 55. This rule says that whenever you talk about personality building or personal communication, 7% is your spoken words, the choice of words that you are doing when you're talking to someone. 38% is your voice or tone. You might have heard from some of your friends, you are very rude, you're very polite, he's very sweet, she's very arrogant. So all those understandings of your personality is coming from this 38%, your voice and your tone, how you speak. Okay. And then comes the major part of your personality, which is 55% of your body language. So in today's session, when I am trying to help you in developing personality, we'll start with the maximum part, which is 55% of your body language. This is a very famous quote you might have seen or you might have heard a lot of times. Don't judge a book by its cover. Have you heard this quote ever in your life? Yes or no? Just three people, just five people. You can just type a Y. That works for me. Just 10, 15 people. Okay. Yes. Do you agree with this? Don't judge a book by its cover. Do you agree with this quote? If you agree, write A. Oh, oh, nice. So many people agree to it. Okay. But why this saying exists? Now that's a very rhetorical thought. Why it exists? Because people do judge a book by its cover. Harsh, but true. You talk to anyone, they they will accept this fact that you will be judged. You will be judged by your outlook. And they do judge a book by its cover. So that's where the because it's online session, make the same impact. Imagine you go to your first job, first day, and you find the HR in their house clothes, home clothes, I would say, or in some really casual clothes. Or you go to the office and you see everyone in casuals, maybe wearing their lowers and some t-shirts and then working in that environment. Will you really like it? And please be honest. I'm not going to publish it anywhere. Don't worry. So you can be honest. So tell me, will you like it? If like, then write L. If don't like, then write D. If you like it, write L. If you don't, write D. Okay, just two people responded. Okay, there are people who like it. Okay, okay, that's nice. Okay, how about others? No. So it's a mixed opinion. Some of you will like it, some of you will not like it. Okay. But when I talk about the first impression, the ideal word says they don't appreciate it. If you go to your first interview, or if you go to your last interview, if you go to your first day of job or last day of job, always remember before even you speak a single word, the way you look, the way you walk has already created an impression. That's called the first impression, for which even you're not even using a single word. You're not even saying hello. Yeah, but the people are judging you. Now, the question is how to make sure that your first impression is appropriate, appropriate as per industrial standards. So, for this, the first thing is carry your confidence in your body language. When you walk, walk up straight. Make an eye contact with the person. If you're shaking hands, there are ways to do it. If you are pulling out a chair, you need to know how to do it. If you're handling some documents or something in your hand, you need to know how to keep them on the table. There is a way to do it, which we'll talk about in detail. Second thing, be prepared. It's not just about interview, it's about any interaction in the world. And this goes to those introverts. Some people say, I'm introvert. I don't want to talk to people. I'm not comfortable when people are around. So one reason that I have learned about after talking to some introvert students of mine is they don't know what to say first. So if you are prepared, if you know yourself, if you know what I have to say, you will be more confident. And last but not the least is be you. Everyone else is taken in the world. Only you can be you, so justify yourself. Don't try to be someone else. And if I talk about the confidence in body language, I have a question for all of you. Do you remember that time in your class when your teacher is asking you a question? Not you, but the entire class, and you raise your hand. Have you experienced this? The teacher is asking a question and you're raising your hands. If yes, please type Y in the chat box. Yeah, we do experience it. So, do you raise your hand high or you keep it low? Low. Okay. High. Okay. Low and high. Okay. For me, when I used to do it, if I am confident about the question, my hand was high. But if I am not sure, my hand was low. And if I don't know, I used to just look at my friend for a help. Do you do that? If yes, please type Y in the chat box. Yeah, we look at our friends, then they make faces, and then we're like, you also don't know, I don't know. Okay, let's hope that the teacher is not coming to us. That's confidence. If you know something, you will definitely raise your hand high. If you know it, you are definitely going to walk confidently, right? So, for this, for getting that confidence, the first thing you should know is you are looking best in the room. That's my secret. So whenever I have to walk out of my house, I make sure I'm looking good enough that if I meet a friend, I'm confident. If I meet someone who can be a possible professional connection, I'm ready for both. So make sure when you step out and when you meet world is unfair. The world is judgmental. So make sure you're prepared for it. So the first thing we're going to talk about is dress appropriately. Now some of you will be like, I don't want to. I don't like it. I accept it, right? I accepted that no one likes to be ready all the time. But if you are not ready all the time, there are a lot of people ready to replace you. That's very simple. Because to tell someone that you are brilliant, you need to be on their desk where you can talk to someone and tell them, I'm brilliant. And to reach there, these are some steps in the ladder you have to climb. So you have to dress appropriately all the time. I'm not going to talk about the colors you should wear or the kind of hairstyle you should carry because that will be too professional. But we are talking about personality development, and this is step one. It's good to wear a piercing and it's good to carry yourself in a funky way. It looks really classy, I would say. But is it right? Ask yourself this question before you adopt any hair color, before you adopt any dressing style, before you adopt anything in your life. Just ask yourself once. I'm not saying ask your parents, ask your friend. No, ask yourself. If you think this is how I want to be portrayed, it's perfectly okay. So make sure you dress appropriately at least when you're going to your college and at least when you're going for any opportunity. Maybe for networking, maybe for a GD, maybe for an interview, maybe for a class, maybe for a party. You should know how to dress. Every place has a dress code, right? So you should know how to carry yourself well. Every body type has a different way to carry again, and every gender has a different way to carry. You need to decide what looks good at you. But if you want to talk about the ideal dressing for any professional communication or professional visit, This is the guideline. If you're a man, you should choose your colors wisely. You should choose some solid color shirts and some dark color blazers and trousers. Trousers can vary from black to we are entering to an era where a lot of colors have entered in the industry for boys. So try and choose a subtle color. Like beige can be another color you can go ahead with. Blue can be another. There are other grays also, dark gray, light gray. There are a lot of colors. You can choose any, but make sure it should not be very eye catchy. So it should look subtle overall, right? Wear formal shoes, formal clothes. That's the deal. Similarly for the girls, make sure that if you're wearing something, it should be professional. Make sure your makeup should be professional. Intelligent people, you know what to do, but you don't know what not to do. So let's talk about it. The first thing is failing to smile. A beautiful smile costs nothing. Just stretching the muscle of your face and you're good to go, right? So smile when you meet someone. Not because you're very happy. So I'm not saying please go on the floor and just, laugh out loud. No, just a smile, just a gesture that I am not sad with your presence. Okay. And if you smile somewhere, you can hide your nervousness behind it. So it's a beautiful thing for all the nervous people. Second thing, handshakes. Make sure when you shake a hand with anyone, your hand should be very firm. So your handshake should be firm and it should not be loose. You should not be holding others' hand for a long time and too tight. And this is for both your personal meetups and professional meetups. Having fun with friends is another thing. I also do that, so it's okay. But if it's a professional relationship, and if you want your personality to be professional at that time, make sure your handshake is firm because firm handshake is a psychological indicator that person is trustworthy, right? And the mistake that so many people do is they do not maintain eye contact. Now, okay, I have seen students, they are like staring us. We don't want you to stare the other person. But at least while talking, at least have eye contact at least 4 to 5 times. Look into their eyes and then talk to them. It creates a perspective that you are self-confident. You know what you're saying, right? Then comes the fourth mistake that a lot of people do, which is folding hands. So folding hands or legs is an indicator that you are not ready to listen to the other person and you're dominant. And this is true because I used to do it. I won't lie, I used to do it. So I had to train my brain not to do it. And now when I sit, I have a control over my hands. Still, I'm working on my legs. I still sit cross legs, but I have control my hands at least. So you can also try. We are humans. We need time to change, but we will change eventually. I hope so. So try not to sit crossed arms, cross-legged when you are with your friends and having a conversation, when you're within a professional sphere, having a conversation with your professors or teachers, or when you're in an interview or you're in a networking setup again, and you don't want to look dominant. You want the other person to teach you good lessons. Then comes the most important part, which is exaggerated gestures. So you might see there are a lot of funny videos these days where people use a lot of hands, a lot of body movements for talking, and it comes out to be a trendy reel, I would say, which is viral on Instagram or YouTube, but that is not going to make your career. So make sure you control your hands, your body language, and keep it limited to your body sphere. Now, what is the meaning of body sphere? So if my body sphere is this straight, right? So my hands should not go beyond my body. If I'm using my hands, I'm talking to someone, so my hands should be within the sphere of my body, right? Then comes the most, I would say, The most silly thing that everyone is doing these days, that is slouching. It's not your fault because we are so much into digital era that we use our laptops all the time and we are sitting on our chairs all the time, sometimes attending webinars like this, or sometimes playing games, sometimes using LinkedIn or IG accounts. We're slouching and it has become a body type. So this shows the person is not healthy. So it has nothing to do with the personality, but it's only about your health. Later on, you will develop a pain here. So make sure you sit straight. You sit straight, you look more confident, more firm, and you will save your neck. And last but not the least is fidgeting. Yes, to some extent it looks underconfident, but I feel it's more about your health because yes, because I also used to slouch. I have changed myself, I've improved, but yes, I think that I improved it because of health reasons, right? And last but not least is fidgeting. Fidgeting is, you have seen some people, they keep on playing. You give them a pen, they keep on playing like this. You don't give them anything, they keep on playing with their fingers. That's fidgeting. Don't do it. It shows nervousness. So avoid these body language mistakes. Now the point is, ma'am, why are you covering in these mistakes in personality development? Because, okay, please understand, you are not robot. You're human. If you want to change something in yourself, you have to train yourself to react in all the situations in that way. If you will think that, ma'am, in the interview, I don't slouch. In the interview, I'll maintain the eye contact, but otherwise, I'm normal. I will not follow all this. Then your brain will not learn it. So, on the day of your interview, when you are under pressure, your brain will not listen to you. Your brain will not say, maintain eye contact. And even if it says, you will be more underconfident at that time. So that's the beauty of soft skills or personality development, that you have to develop it as a character and not, this is not the definition that you can learn before the exam and forget after the exam. This is a lifestyle, you have to adopt it, right? So how many of you are going to adapt it after this session? I want to see some M in the chat box for those people who say they are going to adapt these changes. Just two, that's it. We are 73 plus. Okay, just 10, that's it. Come on, guys. Or just 10 people are going to adapt it. Oh, it was the internet, I'm sorry. Yes, there were so many M's. Okay, that's nice. So you have to adapt it because otherwise we all know what happens in the interview rooms. We get overconscious and then our body starts reacting. So you will be playing with your hand or playing with yourself, or you're throwing files and whatnot. So everything will happen. You want to shake that hand firmly. You will remember it. That, Shikha ma'am said that. But your hand will shiver. What will you do? That's human body's reaction. So you have to train yourself to live like that if you want to embed it in your personality, if you want to learn, if you want your body to learn this way of living. Good. So with this, we are prepared with our outer cover. I am dressed well, right? I know how I am behaving with my classmates when I'm entering in my class, or behaving with my colleagues if I'm entering in my office, or behaving with interviewer when I'm going to the interview room, or maybe behaving with my siblings or family or relatives when I'm going to meet them. So my outer book cover is ready. Now comes the inside of the book. Know yourself. Have you heard about SWOT analysis before this? I want some answers in the chat box, Y or N. Have you heard about SWOT analysis before this session? Yes. Okay, can you tell me what is SWOT? So Tanvi, Karthik, can you tell me what is SWOT? No, yes, no. Okay. Some people are there who don't know about it. All right. So SWOT is your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunity, and your threats. So now I am after all a teacher. So I will give you some work. That's my duty. That makes me a teacher, right? Yes. So let's do it. Let's prepare our SWOTs. You will do it now. And this will bring you some good results at the end of the session. You will get a reward if you prepare it now. Okay. What you have to prepare is you have to prepare what is your strength? What professional qualities do you have? What do I do well? What is the level of my education? What is my biggest achievement? What personal qualities do I possess? What am I bad in? How can I improve? What are my personal flaws? What tasks do I usually avoid doing? What are the roots of my failure? Then figure out your opportunities. What trends do I see in my professional area? Can I obtain better education? How can I get noticed? Can I work something different? Who can support me in achieving my goals? And last but not the least, the threats that we have. What obstacles do I face? Who or what may get in my way? Are there changes in the labor policy, the laws of my country? Is technology changing my professional field? I hope we all know I am targeting towards ChatGPT and AI. Am I marketable? So go ahead. I give you 7 minutes. Prepare your SWOT now. Your timer starts now. You all have to prepare your SWOT. I've turned on the timer. Please prepare your SWOT. Check what is your strength, what is your weakness, what is your opportunity, and what is your threat. Do you want me to share that question screen again? If yes, please write it in the chat box. I'll do it. Okay, I'll do that. Please prepare it diligently. Only you know what you have written. No judgments. 5 more minutes. 4 minutes more. Three more minutes. Two more minutes. And last 1 minute. Last 30 seconds. And that's it. Okay. So by this time, if you were honest, I think everyone has the answer of at least one strength, one weakness, one opportunity, and one threat. Can I expect some why in the chat box if you are done with your SWOTs? Just one. Come on, we are 70 plus now. Four, that's it. Five, that's it. Come on, guys. Okay, good. So after preparing your SWOT, you at least know a little about you, right? But the question is, okay, ma'am, I know about my strength, my weakness, my opportunity, my threat. What to do next? So the next thing that you have to do is not prepare your SWOT, is to use this to introduce yourself. But the question is, how to introduce yourself using SWOT, which is one important part of personality development. I've developed my personality, ma'am. I am on the desk. Tell me what to say to my friend, to my networking partner, to my co-founder, to my founder, to the interviewer, to my professor, to impress them. Do you have that question in your mind? If yes, the answer is elevator pitch. Have you heard about it ever before? Elevator pitch? No. Okay. So elevator pitch is a concept that says that you should be so, I would say, you should be so concrete in your self introduction that even within 30 seconds, you should tell the other person what makes you different. So let's learn how to make your elevator pitch using your SWOT analysis. Okay, so coming down to what is elevator pitch? This is a 30 seconds pitch, 30 seconds uh, for you to tell people who you are. Now, the problem is, ma'am, we already have some introductions ready, right? Some long introductions. So, why we need elevator pitch? One, because imagine you meet someone as an interviewer. What is the first thing you all will tell to your interviewer in your introduction? I want to see some answers in the chat box. What do you add in your introduction? Tell me. What do you add in your introductions? Come on, tell me. Come on, I'm waiting. What do you add in your introductions? Name, skill, qualification. Good, okay. What else? Skills, my name and qualifications. Okay. Name, education, certification. Okay. That's correct, actually. Everyone starts with their name, education, age, work. So that is the problem with the current introductions you have. Underwhelming, unexpected. Why underwhelming? I'm not saying your name is not my favorite name in the world. That's not the point. The point is everyone knows, okay, this is how the person is going to start the introduction, right? That is why your current introductions are underwhelming and they're expected. Everyone knows, okay, this is what the student is going to speak, right? Second thing is today, when I meet people, their introductions, the professional introductions are long and they're unorganized. They don't know what they are saying themselves, which is a very big problem. And last but not the least, when we give introductions, we are self obsessed people at that time. But if you want a good elevator pitch, you should be listener centric. Tell people what they want to listen, not what you have. So, the problem with the current introductions or elevator pitches that you have created for yourself, that you are using till date, is they are expected, they are underwhelming, they're long, and they are not listener centric. So now the question is, ma'am, okay, this is the problem. Tell me the solution. So do you want the solution now? Type S in the chat box if yes. Do you want to know how to change it? S is the word. Rutuja, S is the word. S, not Y. Okay? Just few people. We are 73 plus once again. I'm waiting for some more answers. I want some more S on the chat box. Come on. Yeah, we want it. Yeah. That's where you are. Start your elevator pitches differently, right? And don't think about what I have. Think about whatever SWOT I have created. How can I bring this information as per my listeners' requirement? Something that they want to hear. And you're talking about yourself. So please be excited about it, right? The first thing is start differently. Think about your ideal listener, that what they want to listen. If I'm talking to my friend, what he wants to listen. If I'm talking to my professor, what he wants to listen. If I'm talking to my interviewer, what he wants to listen. If I'm impressing someone, what they want to listen. You should know it. And I know you're smart. So use that smartness at all the levels. Yeah. This actually reminds me of a movie. Have you seen Donkey? The latest movie by SRK? Donkey, have you seen that? Yes or no? No answers in the chat box. You can write N if you haven't. No. Yes. No. No. Oh, it's a very famous movie. Yeah. No. Okay. Let's watch my favorite scene from that movie. Before I teach you anything else, I want you to see this scene. So please gather all your concentration for next 2 minutes. Okay. Is it audible, guys? Yes or no? Was it audible when I played it? No. Okay. 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 Now, no. Yes. Okay. Okay. I'll play it again. Let's see. If it's not audible, you can type in the chat box. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Wait. This is not audible, right? Clip is not audible. Okay. 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 Not a problem. Okay. Oh, clip is muted. Okay. 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 Can you hear me? You hear me, right? Okay. So what happens is, all right, it's okay. You will just hear me then. It's okay. This is actually a very funny movie scene, and here, all of them are. Yes, I would do that, but that will create a lot of mess. But okay, let's do it. Just give me a moment because I wanted you to see it. So just a moment. I have to stop presenting for a while so that I can open it on YouTube. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I got it. Okay, I'm sharing this. Please let me know if it's audible or not. Window, window. Can you see this now? Is it visible to you? Yes, okay. Audible? Makes sense. Okay. Let's go. Okay, now is it better? Now is it better, right? So basically, that clip is about, let's come back to the topic, it's okay. So basically, this clip is all about, can you see this now? Yes, right? Okay. So, yes. So basically, that video is all about giving templates to students so that these people can go ahead. Now, is it visible? Yeah. Okay. So, these template is, I'm sorry, can you hear me? Yeah, I have actually changed this format. I wanted you to go ahead without this. I want to talk about this video. Okay, every time we try to share a video, it happens. It's okay. So we'll just come back to the topic that we were talking about. So if we provide you a template, this is what students generally do. They pick up that template and just add a little information and they publish it. So that is what I don't want you people to do when you are using these sample elevator pitches. As I promised, I am sharing some templates so that you can also create your elevator pitch. But this is just a sample. So do not add your name and just use it as it is. Try to have an idea how this is written and try to write your own elevator pitch using your own SWOT. I know that when people use their introductions or make their resumes, this is one thing that they do. So they go to their friends, they copy it from them, and they paste it with just their name and percentages. That's what I have seen. If you are also doing it, it's easy for sure. But imagine about that interviewer who is checking all of those resumes, or that system who is checking all of those resumes. They know it's a copy, and you will lose the opportunity. Similarly, if you will try and just copy paste this sample elevator pitch to all the interactions that you have or you are having in the upcoming time, the person will know this is not the reality of this particular individual student or friend. They know it's a copy paste thing. So don't copy paste it, okay, the way they were doing in the picture, because ultimately they got rejected when it was their final day. Okay, so templates are not always successful. So make sure that you just see how to write it, how to make it, and then you make it on your own. If you are doing it by yourself, you just have to do it once. If you are copying it from a friend or copying it from ChatGPT, today or tomorrow you have to write it. You have no choice. Otherwise, you will get stuck in plagiarism or you will get stuck in AI generated text, something or the other thing. You cannot help it. So try to write your own elevator pitch by using your own SWOT. Okay. So on one side, specifically on the left side, I have written a elevator pitch that you can use while talking to your friends or your professors or someone who is not related to your uh, placements or interviews. Okay. When you are talking about your personality with them, you can use the left side text. If you're going for any interview, then definitely you can use the right side of the text, where you are talking about directly your projects, your internships, and your skills. Okay. Whereas on the left side, you're just talking about your passion and new opportunities. So decide what my audience wants to listen and then put forward your content. Do not throw your irrelevant content to the listener. Please remember, whenever you are pitching at someone, whenever you are sharing an elevator pitch, that 30 seconds are very important. And in the first 10 seconds, the other person decides they want to talk to you more or they just want to go. I have given you elevator pitch dedicated to your workspace because it is again personality development for placements and for your job sector. But if you want to know about elevator pitches for friends, then you have to design accordingly. So if I'm talking to my friend, they would love to be my friend if I can give them some knowledge, right? If I'm talking to my professor, they will love to teach me if I'm ready to learn. So I have to show my learnability to my professor and my knowledge to my friends. And similarly, my skill set and my extraordinary abilities to the placement person. Only then I can give them the information they want, right? You want, you can take a picture of this so that you can create your sample elevator pitches after this session. All right. So how many of you are actually going to write your elevator pitch today by using your SWOT? I want to see some M's if yes in the chat box. Just two people. Okay. All right. Okay. So now, ma'am, I know how to get dressed. I know what kind of body language I need to go ahead with. I know who am I. I know how to present that information to the other person. So my verbal skills are ready. My non-verbal skills are ready. What more we can do to stand out in the crowd? Now there comes the most important part in communication. That is effective communication. How to speak effectively. Now there comes the 7 C's of communication, right? Which is clarity, completeness, correctness, conciseness, consideration, and courtesy, right? So make sure when you talk to someone, you yourself are clear. Clarity means you yourself are clear what I'm going to say. So please take out 2, 3 points in your mind before talking to someone. Completeness. Your message that you are giving to the other person should be complete in itself. You should not tell them half story and miss half story. Tell them the complete story. Otherwise, it sounds like jumbled up sentences and makes no sense. Okay. Correctness. Make sure that your content is grammatically aligned and correct. For this, I want to give you one tip. Always use while talking to someone, always use past, present, and future in only 2 forms: simple and continuous. You don't have to complicate it by adding some perfect tenses, because either you're talking about something that happened in the past, something that happened today, or that happening right now, or something that is about to happen in the future. And for these things, if you are a beginner in the language, you can go ahead with simple forms of sentences. Keep it very simple so that you're correct. Okay? Or it's not limited to English. If you are speaking any language, make sure the words you're using, they're correct. You're not misusing the words, right? Then comes the conciseness. So I have seen people making 10 sentences for information of 2 words. Don't do that. Try to make short sentences and less sentences for talking about your thought. Why? Because no one listens to you for those 10 sentences. They just want the right information in the short span of time. So conciseness is very important. Okay. Now then comes the most important part, concreteness. Concreteness means whenever you say something, be logical about it. Please don't be illogical. Because if you are telling someone that I feel uh, this one uh, this one policy is wrong in the country, you should have a reason behind it. If you are saying I think this one project is not good for our company or for our college, you should have a reason behind it, right? So make sure you give them facts, figures, logics, and not just say I don't know, but I don't like it. That should not be the case, right? The last two, but the most important 2 points: consideration. Whenever you speak, please consider your listener. Respect it that the other person belongs to a certain ethnic group. a certain region, a certain religion, a certain country, a certain age group, a certain gender. So, whenever you're talking to anyone, again, personal, professional, doesn't matter. Please respect the listener. Respect this fact that the person can belong to any part of diversity, age, gender, then country, region, religion, any part. And if you will say anything against them, you don't know how this will affect your career. So be sure not to say anything negative about any segment of society. Okay. And last but not the least, please use your words wisely. Because words are like, so there's a very beautiful saying that words are like arrows. Once they're gone forever. You cannot take them back, right? So make sure that you use your words very smartly and you do not abuse the power of words while talking to someone, personally, professionally. Take time, take time. No one is saying that you have to give answer right now. Don't do it. If someone says answer right now, you say, I'll take my time. It's okay, right? Even in your interviews, you can say, I need a minute to think about it. It's okay. Because you are not chat GPT. Enter, done, answer. No, you're humans. Be human. Tell them, okay, give me a minute. I need to think about it. Give me a minute, please. They will give you time. But in that 1 minute, make sure you follow the 7 C's. Yeah. So this will help you in effective communication. And one more thing. So people always misinterpret that effective communication is speaking English. That's wrong. It's not speaking English. No. Effective communication is whenever you speak, in whatever language you speak, you should follow these 7 C's. You should know what you are saying in Hindi, in English, in any of your regional language, right? In Spanish, in French, in any language. You should know what I am speaking. You should give the complete information. You should give the idea correctly in that language. You should give facts. You should consider the listener. You should be respectful in your words. That is effective communication, not English. Some people speak wonderful English, but their communication skills are zero because they don't have these 7 C's. So please make sure that you use them in whatever language you're going ahead with. We live in a global era. We have no limit of languages now, within the country and outside the country also. So with this, we have developed our personality. We have developed the nonverbal skills, body language. We have developed self-assessment and self-awareness. Now it's time to talk about the use of professional platforms to use this knowledge and grow as a professional. So once you know all of these things about you as a person, then comes the most important part. A lot of people do engineering, do MBA, do BCA, do a BCom, but as per me, as per my experience of 8 years with college students, I feel that they don't know what they really want to do. They are just following the footsteps of I don't know whom, but they are following someone's footsteps and they don't know what they're doing. So, do you agree with me? Do you also think that, ma'am, sometimes it's very difficult to decide what I want to do? I just start following what others are saying. Is this your reality? If yes, I want to see some whys in the chat box. One, that's it. Two, okay. Three, okay. That's it. Others are well aware. If you feel no, ma'am, I know what I am doing, you can write N also. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So for those people who don't know what they're doing, it's time to start. It's time to start the research about your field. about all the possible career options, and you can use LinkedIn for it. But the question is how to use LinkedIn. So there comes a very important question that Gitika ma'am asked you when we started. Do you have LinkedIn profiles? So the first thing is you have to make a LinkedIn profile. That's the future. So today, when you go back, please make a profile. It's as easy as making a Facebook or Instagram account. Super easy. You just make your profile. And in that profile, make sure that this is social media, but this is not a social media. This is a social media for your professional world. So your pictures cannot be full of makeup or with your friends or with your family. It should be just you. So make sure you add a professional profile photograph when you are making your LinkedIn ID, right? Second thing is make sure that you use a LinkedIn banner, like the one you can see on the screen. So the person has just a blank banner with their photo and their name on the other side, their name and what they're passionate about. You can also choose this, or there are other options available on Canva. If you want that, ma'am, I want to create my LinkedIn banner and I don't know how to create it, I have a complete PDF well prepared as a LinkedIn guide where you can find links, free links, which you can use to create your LinkedIn professional profile photo and your LinkedIn banner. If you want, you can let me know in the chat box. I'll share the PDF with you after this session. So you can use Canva, okay? Use those links, put up a photograph. Make sure this is a professional media. So make sure that you people click a straight-faced photo, like the one where you're looking into the camera, a little smile, not laughter like this, but a little smile, okay? And you click a picture. And it should be a headshot. So I have seen people coming up with pictures, complete body pictures. You don't need that because again, you have to highlight your face the way you do in resumes. So you have to do it like that, okay? So headshot is there and just use that picture. If you want to remove background, I have written all these steps to do it in that PDF. We'll share with you after this session, right? That's how you will create your profile picture, professional LinkedIn banner. Okay. Some people use some banners available on Canva. Some people create it by adding their pictures, adding their name, and writing what they're passionate about. If you are students, you can do that. It looks professional enough. Okay. Now, second thing that you can see on this screen is this person has written open to work. That's a banner that you can use. If you want to look for internships and you don't know where to post, there you go. You can always use this banner open to work, right? So this is where you complete the first two parts, professional profile picture and cover photo or LinkedIn banner. Now the third important thing is headline. What do you want to show? So if you look at this profile, this person has written MCA student, Java programming, data structures, software development. He has highlighted what exactly he knows in the technical terms. So he is an MCA student, he has highlighted what he knows. You can highlight as per your field. If you're an electronic engineer, if you're a computer science engineer, if you're a civil engineer, you know better in your SWOT, you know what exactly you can do best. Put it here and try to put the technical ones here. Because this is the first thing the recruiters will see or the connections will see. If you want to be an entrepreneur, I would not say that go to the recruiter. Definitely, everyone has dreams. Yeah. But for that also, you need a team, you need investors, you need co-founders. So for that also, your profile has to look good. Your profile has to speak for you, right? So there comes the most important, that is the headline, right? Also, if you see, this person has written open to work, web developer, web designing, front-end developer. This person has specifically written where this person wants to work. So now I hope you understand my question when I said do research about your field in the previous slide. Because if you know what exactly you want to do, you can write it here. So your profile shows this person is well aware, right? So what to show on your profile is very important. You have to show where you want to work, and you can add your university or your colleges, like this person has added Graphic Hillera University, EPIG, like this. Okay. Then you can fill the about section. Again, use your elevator pitches that you're writing today to fill that about section. And you are ready to start. Add your educational qualifications and your certificates as you do on other platforms, and it's very easy to fill up. But the most important part in LinkedIn profile is this, the first page that your recruiters or networking people will see. Okay. Now, once this is done, okay, ma'am, what more I can do? So just to polish your profile a bit, you can update your URL. How to do it? Can you see I have opened actually my profile because this one option is only available in your personal profile. So when you open your profile, you will see this option on the right side of the screen, profile language, public profile, and URL. You can edit it. So I've edited it with my name. So I just write linkedin.com, my name, my profile will work. So this makes it easy for the recruiter or the connections to find where you are or to look at your profiles, right? So update your URLs, make them a bit better. Search smartly. Now that's an important thing. If you're searching for internships, if you're searching for jobs, if you're searching for more connection opportunities, make sure you use filters like we use on Amazon and Myntra. We pick up the kind of clothes, we pick up the date of delivery, we pick up the prime products. Similarly, you have options at the job portal that what kind of jobs you want, remote, hybrid, on-site, which part of the country, which what kind of companies you want to work for, which profile you want to work for. Use those filters and then do the research. Work as smart as you do on your Amazon and Myntra and IG accounts for searching the profile. Okay. Then comes the most important part. Approach right. If you think that I'll just join the LinkedIn and I'll send the connection requests and people will accept it, that's not how it works. And that's not how it is. Some people ask me that, ma'am, do you think number of followers or number of connections matter on LinkedIn? I would highly say, yes, it matters. It matters how many connections you have. But it also matters what is the quality of your connections. If you accept everyone's connection request, you will definitely get a good number soon. But you have to decide who you want to connect with, right? Similarly, add your friends, that's not a problem. But do not add people from all these fields and then just say I have good number of followers, but still my LinkedIn is not giving me good results. For that, you need to have some people from your field. For example, if I have a dream company, Microsoft uh, or any other company, okay, Microsoft, Apple is there, then Accenture is there, then TCS is there. So you have to see that, okay, if I am aiming to go into this company, you look for some people in that company on LinkedIn and then try and connect with them. But, but make sure you use the features of LinkedIn. And instead of sending the connection request, there is this option of personalizing message. So do write a personalized message to that person. Not that hi, it's good. It would be great if we can connect. No, look at the person's profile, look at what they have done, and try to find something that interests you, and then try and write about their that achievement. I was looking at your profile. I found this very interesting. I would like to know more about it. Can you please help me in understanding this? Simple. Make them feel valued. If they really value, if they are valuable, then make them feel valued. That's how it is. Simple. Okay. So approach right. And make sure you do not go unprofessional. I've seen people who text you on LinkedIn and then they say that, can we talk on call? No, it's a professional platform. People are always available on LinkedIn. Please talk to them there. If you really want to get in touch, I understand. You really want to get in touch, ask them for an email. Ask them that, please, can I write you an email? That would be more. better for me, they will provide you an email. But do not cross your lines. Okay? Then comes again the important part, which is be real. LinkedIn is all about being real. Do not go with that mantra, fake it till make it. Just go with the reality. Whatever you have, write it. And do not just make a profile and forget it. Don't do that. Open it every day. And some people come at the end and say, ma'am, I have this certification. Can I write it? I won this competition. Can I write it? Use LinkedIn for all of that. If you are a player, you're actively participating in a game, please write it on your LinkedIn that I have participated and I won the match, and these are my learnings. Make the learnings related to your profession also. Make the learnings as skills. So that will help you. Okay. And most importantly, please keep it professional. Do not go extreme on your LinkedIn. Do not add extreme posts. I have seen people writing extremely political posts, extremely religious posts on LinkedIn. This is not Facebook. Your professional connections will see it and they will make a picture of who you are. Maybe you're extremist. And I don't think you want that. So make sure that on your LinkedIn profiles, I'm not saying do not express yourself. You have IG for that. You have Facebook for that. You have WhatsApp for that. But please spare LinkedIn. Yeah. Use your words wisely. Do not abuse people. You should not abuse people, anyways. But do not abuse people, especially on your social media platforms. That creates a different kind of image, which you don't want. Yeah. And last but not the least, if you want to get connections easily, then please join communities. Let's say you are a CSE student, you can join. You can just look at LinkedIn and see CSE geeks or something like that. You know your technology words better, or crypto geeks, and you will find some groups. Join them. This will give you exposure to so many connections, and then you can directly talk to them even without getting connected because you share the same group. Similarly, use your college groups. Every college has an alumni group. Use that. See where my alumni are, right? And then if you want to get into a company, your senior is there, please ask them. They will help you because they know from where you are coming. So they will help you for sure. So know how to take help, know how to ask for help. And yes, that's how LinkedIn can actually help you in your growth. Yeah, it's a wonderful path and you just have to go a bit in the right direction. That's it. So these are my 5 E's for LinkedIn success. Enhance engagement, keep your conversations alive, do post about the daily things or maybe your projects, expand your connections, connect with your colleagues, join groups, potential employers, industrial peers, please do that. Exhibit expertise. That's the right place to show your skills. Evolve your profile. Do not keep it limited. If you have got any certification, you will get one after this session. Please upload it and evolve your profile. And encourage endorsements. Endorsements is when you have written a skill in your profile and someone says and tap a +1. You can do it, your friends can do it for you, or maybe your professors. Like we ask for recommendations, you can ask for recommendations and endorsements on LinkedIn also. That is the proof that that individual has commented this about your skills, and this will be quite beneficial in the long run. So if you can do that, your LinkedIn profile will be 5-star profile. So it will be promoted by LinkedIn itself. And if you add these URLs to your resumes, you're definitely going to make a difference. Okay. So with this, we are finally coming to an end. Stay calm, stay professional, send a thank you email to every professional commitment that you are in. Doesn't matter you get a rejection or you get a selection, always send a thank you email that shows that you're full of gratitude. Okay. And please remember, you are not always right. So instead of saying that person was biased, he just ignored my project, or that the teacher is biased, please try and find out what exactly happened. If you will try to find out what exactly went wrong from my side, you will evolve and evolve with every interaction. Every time you meet someone, every time you get a feedback, please try and evolve yourself. If you do this, you're going to make a difference in your own life. That's what matters. So with this, we are done for today. Yes. And now I'm open to all the questions that you have. So please go ahead with your questions. Let me stop the screen share. Yes. Oh, yes. Can you act out an introduction that gives a strong impact professionally? High pitch or low pitch, soft tone or hard tone, speaking relatively faster or fluent or slow and clear. Okay, I would love to do that. Karthik? So firstly, I want to answer your question. High pitch, low pitch, soft tone, hard tone. So your tone has to be soft, okay? And it's not about high pitch or low pitch. It's about it should be understandable and audible, okay? And speak relatively fast or fluent, slow or clear. I would say slow and clear. That's better instead of fast and fluent. So fluency is just avoid those pauses and fillers. That's what makes you fluent. And slow and clear is more important. Okay. If you want me to act on an introduction, okay. 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 Hi, I am Shikha, and I help people in expressing themselves across the globe. So I'm a language coach and I'm a soft skills trainer, working across the globe, multiple people and multiple companies, including Audi, Volkswagen, and many more. So I have experience in this field from past 7 years, and I am exploring more verticals to it. Coming down to my skills, I'm empathetic, and I follow the 7 C's of communication, which makes me stand out in the crowd. And I'm really passionate about training because I've lived through this journey and I understand the pain of new language learners and the people who are improving their personalities. So I can relate with them, give them quick solutions, and that makes me different from others. So that would be my quick elevator pitch. Cut. Yes, you're welcome. Anyone having any other question? Yes, we're waiting for your questions. Come on, guys. No. Okay. People are like, no, we are done. Okay, so with this, make sure you upgrade your LinkedIn profiles and yourself. And as I promised, that by the end of this session, we will give you some reward. So, reward is if you prepare elevator pitch and upload it on your LinkedIn account and tag Pregrad or tag me. It's up to you. Then the best 5 elevator pitches, whosoever will write it, or let's say the first 5 elevator pitches, whosoever publishes it, will get one chance to get their LinkedIn profile reviewed by me. I will review their profile once in a lifetime whenever they want. Not today, not only this month. It's valid once in a lifetime. Whenever you want it, you can tell me and I will review your profile. But you should be in the top 5 who are publishing the elevator pitch on their profiles today. Um, Yakshita, actually, Gitika would be the better person to answer it. Gitika, are you there? Oh, she has already uploaded. So you can use that. Okay. So Karthik has one more question: how to increase the networking on LinkedIn? So Karthik, again, networking on LinkedIn, you have to look forward to right people on LinkedIn, first of all. Then you have to send them the connection requests. Make sure you go through their profiles first. And after going through their profiles, you should go ahead and write a personalized message for them. You can use ChatGPT. Okay. After writing your profile, you can use ChatGPT, send the text and say, organize it, make it concise, or check the grammar. Use it, pick it up, and paste it. Send that message to that particular link. So that's how you can increase the networking on LinkedIn. Also, by actively posting on LinkedIn, correct content, professional content, you will get more engagement on the LinkedIn. Yeah, that's how you can do it. Okay, and I've seen people always using the same prompts whenever using the LinkedIn to profile. Am I honored and thrilled to announce text here? Do you have something better to make impact? Use ChatGPT for this. Come on, that's there to help you. Just write, I am honored and thrilled to announce, and ask ChatGPT. Write 10 versions of it. You will get 10 more versions and pick any one that you like. When you can use technology, please do it. Don't hesitate. Otherwise, technology will use you in their own way. So use it well. Okay. Nancy, you need to go to the profile, study what the person is doing, then see what is really interesting for you, and then try and write a message that I found this interesting. Appreciate the person so that the person feels okay, that's good, and then the person will respond to you. But please do not use those prompts and do not send people that happy to connect with you things. That doesn't make sense. And if someone is really busy, they won't reply to it. And this is what I've experienced. So I'm not saying it just because I saw those prompts. I used those prompts. They didn't work. I used the strategy. It works. So yeah. Anything else? No, I think we're done. So Gitika ma'am, I'll share that PDF with you. You can post it in their group, and maybe that's how we can help them for changing their profile pictures and creating the banners. Okay.
Yes, yes. Absolutely, Shikha ma'am, thank you for connecting with us. Thank you for providing the valuable insights to all of the students present here and to me including as well. And yes, do we will be sharing the notes and resources with all of the students on this WhatsApp group link. I've already shared the WhatsApp group link. So
Mhm.
students are willing to get the notes, resources, PPT, ma'am's ID, how to connect with ma'am's ID, and then the post Shikha ma'am was saying about the LinkedIn post on your sample interview thing. So that could also be posted, and you can also tag Shikha ma'am there and Pregrad there. So I will share all of these details into that WhatsApp group, and the link has been already shared. I'll share once again for all of your for the convenience for all of you guys. So the link has been shared again. And yes, thank you for connecting with all of us. Thank you for taking your time out, and thank you for understanding why upskilling is very important. And thank you, Shikha ma'am, for sharing all of the insights, all of the industry trends that are currently working. And yes, that is it. I believe a lot of students are going to take a lot from this session and are going to implement all of the tips and tricks that you have shared in their interview time or at their interview space. So yes, thank you everybody for connecting. Thank you, Shikha ma'am, for connecting.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.